Riverwood Community Centre started back in the 70s. Two people were talking after church about the lack of services in Riverwood. They called a public meeting and a committee was formed from that public meeting called the Voices of Riverwood. They put in a submission to the federal government and they were successful in that. So they decided to buy a small house and operate a service from that house.
It started off, it was all done by volunteers, but then we found that we got a bit more money and we actually employed a social worker.
Then the board were deciding whether they would service the aged in the community, the young people, or the single parents. And what they decided after many hours of deliberation was that they wouldn't pick one group, that all of these people made up the community.
It covers the whole broad community spectrum, from children and youth and preschool to young adults and aged care.
We help everyone in the community and everyone's there for each other.
Some women came from the estate and asked if they could set up like an occasional care. Could they have a room that each Thursday they would come with all their children and they would take it in turns to mind them so they could all do their shopping. That's how our childcare centre started.
And then we employed a childcare worker and the place went very, very well.
In '83 we had moved into this building and we got funded for quite a range of services.
John Mountford was the mayor at the time and thought we were doing a fantastic job. He distributed enough to build this centre.
In some ways it's the only time I love government, because they do give funding to make improvement in people's lives, and I do think that's the best thing that this country does. All day there's all sorts of activities happening, from before school care to our youth service that runs from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and the place is just full of young people.
Family services, youth services that really work.
We service from babies. We've had some people that have been over 100 in our aged services. We service many different people from core backgrounds. We service people that have mental illness, that are unwell, and who really just want to come and drop in and have a cup of coffee and know that there's a place to come to. It's such an interesting place to work, and it's such a place that makes you feel so good.